Hey guys, this is Tony Paris with Food and Fitness, just updating you with a workout log and letting you know what I've been doing lately. So basically for the past 10 weeks I have been cutting weight. Earlier before that, for over a year, I had been gaining weight and put on about 25 pounds, increased all my lifts. A few personal records were set, got over a 400-pound deadlift for the first time a few months ago. And this time, because summer, I basically two things are going on. I want to look lean for summer, and I also want to do my first men's physique competition. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to get below 10% body fat and keep up my muscles. So I am doing more of a hypertrophy style workout now. I'm resting about 60 to 90 seconds in between my lifts and doing between 3 and 4 sets per exercise, with anywhere from 1 to 3 exercises per muscle group. So you can see here I'm starting off with a dumbbell incline press, trying to go down as low as my flexibility will allow and squeeze my chest as I come back up. This is a good one for hitting the upper chest area, as well as getting some shoulder and tricep work in there as well. This style of workout has been a real struggle for me, mostly because I am very liberal with my rest time when I'm training for strength, and I would say about 80% of the time I am training for strength. So the systemic fatigue that I feel during these workouts is very challenging, just because I'm not used to it, and I also don't have those metabolic pathways built up and just that kind of work ethic for a different type of weight training. So as you may see in some of my exercises, is my form does suffer a little bit. Sometimes my depth suffers, but I'm not looking to be right now try to be perfect with everything, as long as it's not bothering my joints. If I can get through the workout, that's a victory for me. Here I'm doing ring dips, and I try to get down till about 90 degrees at elbow flexion, and I get on most of those, and that's a 25-pound extra weight. I'm going for 3 sets of 8 with this. This is an exercise I'm doing in hopes to target my lower chest, and because I can sort of adduct the rings together, I do feel this in my chest a little bit more than if I just do a straight bar dip. So enjoy this exercise. This is one of my favorites for targeting the lats. This is a dual cable crossover lat pull down, and this really goes with the angle of pronation that the lats move in. So I feel a really good squeeze on the lats that I don't necessarily feel when I do other back exercises. One point is, normally for pulling exercises, it's always been difficult for me to assess the point of muscular failure. I typically try to go to technical failure. So basically, when I can't do another rep with good form, especially depending on the lift, I normally try to stop there and let that be my guide. And I don't try to go to true failure really into my last set of the group of sets that I'm doing during the exercise. So I really recommend this one if you normally do pull downs, pull ups, pull overs, those sorts of things, and don't feel it targeting in your lats. This is a great exercise you can work in. Basically every time I work out and every week, I change up the exercises, but I keep the rep range is moving in a linear periodization for that month. So I might start off with a higher rep range, 10 to 12, and work my way down to 6 to 8. And that's what I'm currently doing for hypertrophy here. Generally with this exercise, with this exercise, you're not supposed to lift your butt. You will see me do it a few times. I'm just not using good form, guys. No excuse. I should be keeping my butt down and trying to keep pinned to the bench. That is 60 pounds I'm doing, so it is, It's not super heavy, but by this point I'm fatigued, just blasting my chest and doing back, and now I'm trying to do these pullovers. So my form does suffer a bit. But luckily, no, I'm not feeling any sort of pain or anything like that. It's just kind of the natural movement that just the weight and the strain is taking my body in. These are great exercise. I would not do these as a primary exercise for your back. I normally follow this up as kind of a secondary lift. And what I try to do is I try to get my elbows down to the side of my head and use that kind of as my depth gauge right there. I could lighten the weight and try to go back down a little further. And I try to keep a slight bend in my elbows when I do these. Right now, so far, I've lost about 13 pounds. I weighed in at 157 today. I'm 5'8". I started off at 170 pounds at over 15% body fat. I think I was between 16 and 17% when I decided to start cutting for this competition. I can see my abs now, but I'm not shredded or anything like that. And I am very, very white, so I will try to get a little bit of sun outside to build up a base tan. But basically, anytime you do these fitness competitions, you have to paint yourself with a tanning product. Upright rows have gotten some bad flack just because of shoulder impingement. But if you keep your hands underneath your shoulders, and you can kind of see me widening my grip here, you may very well not feel any sort of shoulder impingement when you do these. I like to do them with a cable. I even feel a better range of motion when I do these with a dumbbell. But I am following a workout program. I'm not doing my own program. I normally program for myself. This year I decided to go with somebody else's program. Basically, not because I don't think I can do it on my own, but when you follow somebody else's program, you take some of the mental worry out of the equation for you. So, I'm not kind of second guessing myself, and also I tend to follow the program better when somebody else writes it, because if I write it myself, I'm like, okay, I put that in there for this. I can change that depending on how I feel. Right now I'm following Brad Schoenfeld's Max Muscle program. It's a 6-month periodized workout routine. And here I'm doing the reverse dumbbell flies, and this weight is too heavy for me. I'm having to use some momentum to lift the weight. I'm kind of stuck in between a weight here, in between 15 and 20 pounds. So I lighten the weight. I'm going down to 15. I'm not sure if it's the angle here. It's my first time looking at it, but I may have my arms going out at different angles. But if I look back in the mirror, it actually looks similar. So I'm not sure if that's an angle trick being played on me. And after this, I started working on arms. I did an overhead tricep cable press and a dumbbell hammer curl, which I will be running out of time here because my computer ran out of gas. So that's what's up, guys. I did 4 sets of these plus a tricep move, and right now I am sitting at just a little above 10%, around 12% here, and hopefully I'll be in shape in the next 10 weeks. So I'll keep you updated as that continues. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and check out my Facebook page. The link for that's going to come down here. Thanks, guys.